Hello, how are you today? Thank you so much for taking the time to come and listen to me speak today. My name is Eva Ruddick, and I am a student at Tiffin University studying psychology and human services. Today, I would like to share with you the importance of fighting burnout. And I think that I can best make that point by asking the question first, why are you here? What are you doing? Why are you listening to me speak? It is because we want a job. We want not just a job, but we want something that we find personally fulfilling, that we have passion for and drive for, that we want to show up for every single day. Because we all know that when you enjoy what you do, you never work a day in your life. And isn't that just such a beautiful, grand idea? So, I would, like to just dive right into it. Did you know that in studies as recent as 2023, I was so shocked to find out that 46% of United States employees, so almost half of us, are not taking the full amount of time of PTO, paid time off, sick leave, or just personal time, vacation time that's offered by our employers. When I read that, I was just like, oh my gosh, why? I personally have children, so they usually get sick and demand that I be there. And the amount of shame and embarrassment that I bring home with me or keep at home with me when those sort of situations happen, it doesn't feel good, which also leads to not really wanting to take personal time off just because you want to, because you've already used it up in other ways that you're already scared about. We all know that it's such a competitive world out there right now. So many people are more educated than they used to be. There's a lot more drive, and there's a lot of multifaceted, multi-talented, really impressive individuals out there that could have our jobs if we don't perform well, or the employer feels like they could better serve their ultimate goal. So it deters people really from taking that time. I also wanted to share with you some of the little red flags, little warning bells or warning signs, if you will, of what can begin to happen to you if you are on like a fast track to becoming burned out. Some physical signs and symptoms might be feeling tired or drained all the time. It's sort of like we become used to feeling tired as students, deadlines and multiple classes and trying to have a social life and whatever else it is that we do in college. We sort of train ourselves to think that that's normal or that we're supposed to feel like that all the time, and we're not. You might also start noticing that you have lowered immunity. So when people are spreading themselves too thin, the body kind of keeps the score, right? So we might get sicker, we might catch cold easier, get chest issues easier, like bronchitis or sinus infections, whatever the case may be. We might get headaches a lot, or stiff necks, just stiff in the body and sore for really no reason. Also, change in appetite and sleep habits are huge. How many of us are so tired all day long, and the moment our head hits the pillow, it's like a wide awake, just incessant noise and chatter. Also, might feel normal because it happens all the time, but not normal. Who knew? So, also there are some emotional signs and symptoms. Fear of failure, self-doubt, imposter syndrome might start to creep in, feeling helpless or trapped or defeated. We might forget why we wanted to do this in the first place. Like the passion and the drive is starting to dwindle, and we might look around and not understand how this happens sometimes. Also, feeling detached, feeling alone in the world, loss of motivation, increasingly cynical and negative outlooks as well. So, where you might have been a half full kind of gal or guy at the beginning, right now everything is half empty and you're so thirsty and you don't know how you're going to keep going. And then also some behavioral signs and symptoms start to take place too. You start to withdraw from responsibilities, like that eager go-getter, like volunteer if asked on a dime type of spark that we may once have had is pretty much an instant no thank you if you are asked to fulfill an extra duty or just continue to do everything that you do. Also, procrastinating, taking longer to get things done. Something you used to maybe be able to whip through is just taking forever now, or at least seemingly so. Other people, unfortunately, sometimes lean on food, alcohol, or drugs to get through the day, which is very sad. We also might start taking our frustrations out on others. You might notice taking the frustration that you feel in the workplace home with you and being more snappy to your loved ones or friends than usual. And also skipping work or coming in late and leaving early. You're constantly trying to just get out of there, which is not a good look. So I don't want to talk about just all of those things. I would like to make some suggestions and give some examples of things that I use to make sure that I'm taking care of myself on time, or making sure that I'm taking care of myself when I come home. And I lean heavy into the woo, mostly for the aesthetic of it all, but there also is some science behind it, so feel free to check it out. But I like crystals. I just think they're beautiful. You can either get a very large one like the selenite wand or a palm size like worry stone type situation. The textures and the looks of it and just the beauty really helps me to enjoy my environment, and to the point where like I can't wait to get home to be surrounded by all of the things that make me feel good inside. Also, nobody can deny the benefits of mood lighting and good smells. So aromatherapy, if you would like, or just when you get home and you get done cleaning and cooking and doing all of the things, I promise, light a candle and it just makes everything feel worth it. And it sort of sets the tone. The lighting sort of sets the tone to like be a cue in your brain. Okay, it's time to relax now. Everything's done. Just going to enjoy this beautiful smell and just be at home and take care of myself. And also, let's see. I also am very into natural beauty products. So this is a jade comb. I think you're supposed to comb your hair with it, but it's really small. So for me, I use it kind of as a lymph drain tool. It just feels really nice. It's good on the skin. You can keep it in the refrigerator. You can pop it under your eyes, sort of for like the spa-like feel. It just feels really good. Very textile. Of course, find some things that work for you. I hope that the takeaway that you got from listening to me today is that you cannot take care of somebody else. If a plane's going down, you need to put your own oxygen mask on before you can help somebody next to you or be of any useful service at all. We were not created and put on this earth just to work until we die. We were put on this earth and expected to work so that we may live. And living truly means being in your own space, being with your families, taking care of our children, our future children, being able to take care of our loved ones as they get older, being able to travel, being able to step outside and enjoy the grass and the trees and the breeze and the sun on your cheeks. I hope that you remember to take some time for yourself, take that vacation. Take 5 minutes at work to get up and recharge. Or honestly, just take a day off. It's okay. If you have the time, I highly suggest you take it. I hope you do. Um, Thank you so much for coming today, and I would love to know how you feel about everything that I said today, including how much time you are taking for yourself or how much you recognize after this that you're not. All right. Thank you, and stay blessed.